DocMas residents, and welcome to the Dr. DC podcast. My name is producer Richard, and across from me is the doctor himself. Never mind, he's not here.
I just
Fucking complete
I throw ho-hos there.
fuck. And it's froze because it's winter. That's good. That's double good.
Pretty good.
Fuck.
Kind of makes you wonder if I did it on purpose.
Yeah, you must have.
I must have.
You got that full glass of eggnog there.
I got rum in this one.
Oh, this is a whole new one.
I had regular eggnog last one.
Whoa.
And just chose to drink the whole thing.
Look at you.
Because I do like eggnog.
Sure.
This is rum and eggnog. I'll probably drink this whole thing too. Because
Wow.
I do like eggnog.
Sure.
So might have been a bad choice that way. But
Sure. Or maybe you'll have to set it
I had to chug a whole Caesar last time because it's DiceMas and we live or die by the dice.
That's right.
You know.
It wouldn't be any other way.
Yeah, exactly.
The dice to end all dice.
The dice to end all dice.
Yep, that's what I said.
Yeah.
And that's what I meant.
Christmas on Infinite DocMas.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's great. I am feeling a little bit drunk.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you had?
I
You
mean,
had one rum and eggnog.
Yeah. A Caesar.
You've had a whole one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think. At least
You've had
across.
most of one.
Yeah. I had that last one was most of it, and I've had some of this one. So
Okay.
I've had some.
Well, you've got like 2 and a bit waiting for you at the finish
Fuck,
line.
man, it's gonna be bad.
Shall we
Yeah,
dice?
let's roll the dice.
Let's do
I
the
fully
dice.
just disappeared there for a second.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Okay. This is
Thinking
your
of DocMas VIII.
This is your roll.
Okay. Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Give me a second. Give me a second.
How are you fucking doing this? I would just close the app and reopen it.
It's not an app. It's on a browser.
There must be an app for that.
Yeah, but why download an app when I can find something in a browser?
when I can clunkily do it through a browser.
This is fine. You rolled a 7.
I rolled a 7.
That's the
the questions.
Oh, this is Wonder Woman's lasso.
Yes.
So, are you going to answer a question truthfully from the pit of question despair, or are you going to finish your drink?
I'm gonna finish. No, I'm gonna answer a question.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's activate the question randomizer here.
Let's see here.
Let's see what you get.
Do.
I do want you to show it to me so I can verify the question.
Sure.
Listen, I just wanted this to be above board.
Well, I couldn't memorize all the ones, and then
Actually, that's a good point.
all right, from the Overmat, aka Chicken Matty,
Okay.
Peacock, who asks, "You have to write the Bueno Excelente miniseries,
God.
in which he can't be killed off. He is explicitly the protagonist, and he has to form a team to defeat someone. What team does he form, and who is he triumphing over?" So, can you give me a little explanation of who that is again?
Bueno Excelente.
That's right.
Is a character from is an awful character who is essentially just like an essayer. He doesn't have a power. That's just a thing he does. And he only says his own name like a Pokemon. Says Bueno Excelente. And he commits essay. And that's it. So have fun.
Okay. So it's a mini series.
Yeah, where he's the protagonist.
So he's the good guy.
He's the protagonist.
Oh, he's the lead. Not necessarily.
He's the lead.
Sure. Okay. The idea is we're fighting fire with fire.
Oh no.
He's going after the world's worst essayers.
Oh no.
We're talking Kevin Spacey. We're talking Louis C.K. We're talking Epstein. We're talking Weinstein. Any Steens that have done a bad thing. And
What an awful question.
it's not mine.
I know.
And so he's creating a team called the Super Assailants.
Oh no. Oh my God.
Or SAs if you want to shorten it.
I also don't like that.
Uh,
Although, given the brief, you're doing pretty well.
yeah. So it's Bueno. It's who else?
Wait, sorry. The team are the super assailants? Or he's going
He has to
after
form a
them?
team.
Yeah, I know, but you initially said he was going after people, but then the way you framed the team made it sound like they're all a team of that. So is he teaming up with Spacey?
No. He's going against them, is what I was saying. Yeah, he's going against a team of SAers.
So who does he put together to go?
Well, so this is the problem. Who does he partner up with?
I mean, normally it'd be like Section 8. You'd have like Six Pack or Dog Welder or the Defenestrator.
Sure. Yeah. It's a team versus team.
You would just go Section 8 with it?
Yeah. I think that works out. That's
Jesus.
And that way everybody wins.
Good Lord. What the fuck? Matt, God damn it.
It's your friend.
Yeah, what does that say about me?
What's that say about me?
Oh, yeah. Okay, my role.
Yes. Stop touching. Just touch it once. This is the problem. I actually think that it's the way you touch it is how it rolls.
I don't. No.
Jesus Christ.
It was a 10.
Because you touched it twice.
Do you want me to do it again?
Let me do it. No, stop. What the fuck?
This is what I mean.
Just get an app.
This is an app on a browser.
You got 9.
9. 9's the punishment one, isn't it? Do I have to roll again?
I believe it is. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's the punishment roll.
So I got to roll again and then double whatever that thing is.
Yes.
Back to 10.
Flashpoint. Trade current job.
Twice?
So then it's normal.
So we're back to normal. Great.
That works great.
We've settled that one.
That worked out fantastic.
That's very funny. Hell yeah.
That really worked out for
you.
you.
Yeah, and it rolls good.
Yeah. It's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen.
For anyone who wants to see it, just go to rolldice.org.
Make sure you do it on your phone, though, so it works really good.
Open Safari on your phone.
Yeah, truly. I feel like...
And go to rolldice.org.
Make sure you're using the smallest phone you can use, too.
My phone is a fine size. This is an iPhone 13. It's not that old.
Oh my God. Is that really what generation it is?
I think so.
Okay.
Or... I can't remember now. I don't remember.
Okay. Anyways.
Don't just wait.
I don't know. I like to see. Sometimes you figure things out.
No. Not like this.
Yeah. You either have the information or you don't.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. That's usually going like, nope, or yeah.
That's it. Yeah, go on. Just put your foot in the fucking nuggets.
I didn't. Is there any even left?
There's 2. There's 2.
Wow. Okay. Oh.
Because we also have just been eating nuggets anyway.
Yeah.
Not as part of it.
Nope. We ordered 20 and ate them all.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the questions. Which means... Oh, it's back to 1. Number 7.
Yeah, baby.
First question comes from Facebook.
Going to the face and the book. Going to the Facebook.
Comes from Josh Wiley. He's hard to pin down. Not Josh.
Yeah, and he's got
an Acme subscription.
Beat me to it. Yeah, I couldn't get there. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on continuity in comics? I think part of the reason we see a decline in comic sales and increase in manga is due to the simplicity of manga. Yeah, that's why we like manga.
Yeah, we love how simple manga is.
Yeah. Also, that's why we like manga.
Manga is not the same as hentai.
If it weren't look, I went to a lot of manga shops in Japan, and I can tell you most of it's that. If it weren't for the New 52, I doubt I would have been able to jump aboard. Marvel's convoluted continuity has stopped me from attempting to read it. For this reason, I would like to see more hard reboots, maybe every 10 years. Then we could see characters really evolve or die and still go back in a few years to a fresh start.
Yeah, I mean, listen, everyone's trying something, but I don't know that I agree with that. Where I think you're right in terms of the quote simplicity of manga is that it's one book.
Yep.
Now, yeah, you jump in, you go, I missed a bunch, but it's one book. But you can do that in comics. If you want to get into The Flash, just pick up The Flash. You'll jump in, be like, oh, I missed a bunch of stuff. You can go back. You can read the earlier stories later.
There's a lot, though.
I know, but there's a lot in manga, too. You know, like how many fucking chapters of One Piece are there?
Sure.
You know, like they're serialized. I think
Is it called One Piece because that's what she's wearing?
We're gonna leave that. You know, like I think it's not a fair comparison to take a universe of comics and compare it to a single title of manga.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, because I think if you just took like how the serialized thing works for Batman or works for Superman or works for a manga, you go, yeah, there's a lot of chapters, but you go, there's just a lot of chapters. And that's it, you know? Yeah, you know, every once in a while there's going to be like a random crossover issue or something like that. But more or less, that's what we're talking about. So I think if people are getting interested in a character, I actually don't think that's the problem. It's part of why I think people should just go read events. Sure. Be like, who is that character? And then you go like, oh, it's Firestorm. You go like, well, can I read a Firestorm book? You go, yep, there's a Firestorm book. And they'll read it and they'll go, I feel like I was missing something. You go like, read the Firestorm book from before that. You know, like you just go back and you fill in stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's, you treat them that way, I think. I think the problem with hard reboot, I mean, I agree. New 52 got me back into comics too.
Yeah.
So like it did kind of succeed in a way as being a jumping on point for people. But what was the ultimate problem with it is that it also alienated all the people that were already there. And the balance of those two things is very tricky. And, you know, comics companies try different things to try and bring new readers in while satisfying old ones. And like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you can't please everyone or whatever. But honestly, I don't think the way forward is ever about the hard reboot thing, because even just functionally keeping the New 52 running as a distinct continuity proved too much. Because it's not like you're going to have the same people writing the same books for 10 years. You know, you're always changing. You're changing artists. You're changing writers. You know, sales change and a book comes in or a book comes out or a thing like that. And you have to be able to flow more. And it's hard to do that when you're also trying to make something like super distinct and concrete. You know, there are many experiments in that, things like the Absolute Universe or the Ultimate Universe or whatever, that maybe had like a slightly tighter continuity than mainline Marvel or DC. But they're only ever like other things. If the Ultimate Universe was the only thing that existed, people would be up in fucking arms. You know what I mean? That would be Marvel's New 52. You know what I mean? If they were just, there'd be some stuff to be like, oh, well, that's interesting or that's cool or blah, blah, blah. But they would also be like, where's my real, you know, and you got to balance those. And so you can never just go hard reboot every 10 years. And we've talked about it on the podcast. Even when people are like, oh, there's so many crises or whatever, I contend there have only ever been 2 reboots of DC. And one is Crisis on Infinite Earths, and one is Flashpoint and the New 52. Those are the only 2 actual resets of the DC universe. Everything else was just a little, oh, we've just, you know, massaged some continuity here. Or like, oh, what do you know? The multiverse is back. They didn't go, the multiverse is always have been here.
Sure.
You know, like I think you just got to go with it, you know? And yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a reason that it's been hard for me to get into Marvel stuff, but also like once you do it, it's not that hard. And there are many jumping on points. Go to a number 1 or when a new team takes over a book and they have you know, you go like, I want to start with the Rom V, you know, Gwillem March Detective Comics. You know, great. Just read that. And you can kind of just read it on its own. You know, it's however many issues, you know, 50 issues or something. And you go, great. But you didn't have to reset continuity to make it stand on its own. So I think there are many jumping on points for lots of people. Are they as easy to find as an across the line thing? Maybe not. But I don't think I would ever be a fan of like we got 10 years, then we'll start over. We'll do a different thing with the same characters for a different 10 years. Yeah. That feels doomed to fail.
I definitely like the miniseries. That's largely what I stick to for the most part, is jump in for those. And also, what's great about those is that even if they're in continuity, they don't necessarily need to reference all of continuity, right? And so I find that a lot of those stories are good that way.
I actually think we're in an era where it's easier to jump in than ever before because we collect arcs as trades.
Yes.
That are, sometimes you go like, oh, God, they really had to jam these issues together. But for the most part, we're talking about a 5 or 6 issue arc.
Yeah.
I actually don't think it's ever been easier to be totally on the outside and then find a jumping on point. Now, there's a lot of jumping on points to choose from. There's the tyranny of choice thing a little bit, but that's not the same as there not being places to do it.
There's also those Earth One books.
Totally. I think there's lots of options for it that I would never advocate for full reboots periodically,
Sure. All right. Well, with that, let's leave Facebook and head over to the blue sky.
Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky. Jesus. He's fading. Richard is now fully reclined.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's just lying down.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's about that time.
Yeah.
All right. From Dave Rossi, who asks, if your show was in universe and was looked at more as a superhero lifestyle report, who from the DC universe would be a resident?
Oh, God.
And who wouldn't? The show and both of your performances are unchanged other than the subject material isn't fictional.
Oh, my God. We would be hated.
Oh, my God. Would you be like a...
Think of how much time we spent saying that Lois Lane is hot. We'd be,
Fox News. Yeah. Like InfoWars. Yeah.
Yeah. We'd be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guy Gardner. What a cuck.
We'd be like Spiked TV's news report.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Coming. Yeah. The Spike TV news desk.
Yeah. This is... Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, God.
Where it's like kind of like we do kind of keep up on the stats of some of these characters. Like we know their powers and that, but we're like awful sport. We're Barstool. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
I think it's that bad. Fuck. I think we're Barstool.
It's fine when it's not real.
In universe, we're Barstool Sports.
Fuck, that sucks.
That's what it is. It's bad. So who would listen?
Who from the DC universe would be a listener and who wouldn't?
Yeah. I mean, God.
Guy Gardner?
Guy Gardner would absolutely be a listener. We'd only hear from him when we talked about him, but he'd be like, he just like listens and he goes, fuck you, Batman, or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Green Arrow.
Yeah, hell yeah, screw us Lane.
No, it wouldn't be Green Arrow.
No, Green Arrow wouldn't listen.
Oh, fuck.
Jason.
Are we bad?
Jason Todd might.
Are we bad?
We would be bad in universe if they weren't fictional.
Yeah, that's what
objectively.
That's what makes it good, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine. They're not real.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think we're Barstool.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Are there any bros else in DC?
Oh, yeah, probably, but...
Wildcat?
Yes, Tom Grummett canon. Yeah.
Well,
I don't feel great about it.
Yeah, that hurt my feelings.
I don't love it. Dr. Psycho probably listens.
Yeah. Am I going to change anything? No.
We're too far in. Yeah.
Not at this point. All right. With that, let's leave Blue Sky and head over to Instagram.
Now we're going to Instagram. Quam questions and answer them.
Fuck.
No, sorry. I think you mean quack.
What am I, a duck?
Nice. That's when one duck watches another duck eat bread. Eat his bread.
Fucking quack.
He's a quack.
Yeah.
You eat my bread. I don't know what a duck sounds like.
You can't do the duck voice.
I can't do a Donald Duck
neither
voice.
can I. I fucking...
I can't say words and do that. I mean, that's...
closer.
Yeah. If anyone could record yourself as Donald Duck saying, eat my bread.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. Fuck. Delgado Andrew asks, what's the most interesting DC specific type of radiation to you?
Ooh.
There's different types of radiation in DC?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's all sorts. Lots of things radiate.
Nice. Like Screw-Us Lane.
Jesus. I'll throw one out there. I really like the idea of the Speed Force aura. And that's the thing that, like, they have some degree of control over, where it's not just them that's like insulated from the loss of physics and stuff like that. Like, if the Flash carries someone, he can project his Speed Force aura around them to protect them, to shield them from like relativity and friction and stuff like that. And because the Speed Force is like an extra dimensional energy, I just find it interesting because they have a certain degree of control over its sort of like range or whatever. Like they, on the Flash TV show, when he would do like Speed Force time, he could include certain people in it. Like that's him manipulating that energy. So that's I'll throw Speed Force aura out there as a kind of interesting radiation of a kind. Yeah. How about you?
Is that the most?
I mean, it's subjective. I don't know if we're looking for an objective.
To you, is that the most?
Yeah, well, it's the one I thought of.
That's the same.
What is this, fucking 60 minutes?
God, no. It's like 20 at best.
And is this the most? Like, fucking investigative journalist Screw-Us Lane over here.
The Zeta Beam?
Zeta Beam's cool.
That's cool, right? That's like fucking taking you to other places.
And that radiation like lives in you because you fade back to where you were when it wears off. Which, the Zeta Beam's a good one. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that one too, yeah.
Now, is it the most interesting? All right. Let's leave Instagram.
Yeah, we got to plumb the depths of this. This is the Dr. DC podcast, damn it.
Yeah, this is a news podcast. We're hitting on the real stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
What's up?
Yeah, Barstool.
All right, let's leave Instagram and head on over to the Doc Score.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Hang on. Doc scored is one thing. My scored is another. It's Christmas. Don't embarrass me, Santa fucker.
That only works because she just released that Christmas special on Netflix.
Oh, she did.
And she is just kind of changing her songs that way.
Oh, she's doing like Memphis, Kansas Breeze Christmas stuff. Yeah.
So at least everything I've seen so far
Jesus
has been that.
Truck, baby. Jesus skin truck, baby. Wait, she's got a Christmas special?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
That's information.
There'll be a pause between episode 7 and 8.
But not a long one.
No. No.
Also, that's like the bathroom. You have to do it on mic.
Oh, no. It's not No Nut Miss.
Oh, come on. That's why I told you. Ensign Ricky asks, what happened to Jason Rush? Do you think he has had trouble catching on and keeping consistent as a presence as Ronnie? If so, why?
I don't think so. Jason Rush was the other half of Firestorm after Martin Stein.
Oh,
so it's Ronnie, jock student, Martin Stein, smart professor. They merge and become Firestorm, right? It's Ronnie's
the bully and the professor.
Exactly. Yeah. A perfect podcast.
Yeah, exactly. God, that would be a great podcast.
Firestorm would be an amazing podcast.
Yes.
Though
with a name like that, sounds like they'd be on Barstool.
Yeah, without Martin Stein, it became Ronnie and Jason, where they were both closer to the same age, both kind of student age, but Ronnie is obviously like the dense jock, and then Jason was like the studious science nerd.
Sure.
So we're replicating the same kind of formula, but a little bit different. They were a pair as Firestorm for a while.
Yeah.
Then Ronnie dies in Infinite Crisis. Some other people like Jenna has to get in there with Jason and stuff like that. But Jason was part of Firestorm for quite a while, but he has been basically conspicuously absent for a bit. I think he showed up a bit in the early New 52, and we haven't really seen him much since. But I don't know if that's a character fault so much as we just haven't seen him. Like, the same thing's kind of true of Elongated Man. Like, other than showing up in Secret Six and knowing he's alive again, like, where has he really shown up in comics in the last 10 years? And that's not the fault of the Elongated Man. That's a much beloved character. He's just not being written. I feel like Jason Rusch must be in the same boat because he was part of Firestorm for a while. There's no way that he's just... the people didn't like. He must have his own brand of followers, the way that there are Kyle people and Hal people, and he's got to be in that camp. So I don't know why we aren't seeing a ton of Firestorm, or why we're not seeing a ton of him. But it's a good question. Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. Well, that was the last question for this episode.
All right.
We will see you tomorrow. We want to hear from you eventually. And when you do it through our social media platforms.
Dr. DC Podcast, wherever you find us.
And if you want more content or other ways to reach us, you can subscribe to our Patreon.
Patreon.com/Dr. DC. $1, $5, $7 level, they all give you access to the Doc Squad, our amazing Discord fan community. And at the higher levels, you get bonus episodes, bonus rewatch series, all sorts of fun stuff. It helps to support us.
That's right. If you want even more bonus content, you can subscribe to a whole other podcast that we have for free.
Ghostfacers, a Supernatural rewatch. We go through every single episode of the CW Supernatural. We talk about real world monster lore, behind the scenes stuff about the show. It's fun. It's good.
That's right, baby. Oh, sorry, that's me with a big nose. Baby.
Nice. It matches?
That's what. Hey, how did you know?
It's me, Matthew Malone.
That's right. You know.
And me, Fingers Grayson.
It's me, Fingers Grayson.
Hey, are you related to those acrobat types? No, I'm Fingers.
Yeah, but Grayson.
Oh, fuck.
All right, that's it for today.
Adios.
All the superheroes, they always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure, they are men of might.